It's time to build Thalia and the gitrog monster. But, you know, we're doing it really weird. This is my pestilent cauldron Thalia and the gitrog monster deck. And what that means is you're going to be sacrificing all of your lands at once. Multiple times a turn. Or to be more accurately, up to 3 times in one turn, you're going to sacrifice your lands and gain 100 life, and mill everyone for 100 with Pestilent Cauldron. You want to see? First things first, you need things to gain you life. And this is only when you have lands entering the battlefield. You don't have to care about anything else. Sure, you can sneak in like a Feldar Sovereign, but Life Gift, Retreat to Hagra, and other cards that give you life when you get lands on the battlefield. Now here's the funny part. We're going to be running Scape Shift, and if you don't know what Scape Shift does, Scape Shift lets you sacrifice all of your lands at once for one set of lands. But that's not the only way we're going to be sacrificing our lands, because we're going to be doing it multiple times. We're going to use Overgrown Estate or Zurin Orb. Overgrown Estate will give us sometimes 20 to 40 life. Oh, there's a thing on the wall. But with that, do you want to bring all your lands back in the same turn to sacrifice them again? We're playing like psychopaths with our lands. You see the issue here. Boom. Splendid Reclamation. There are a couple cards like this, and they all... Well, you're going to see why this is the dumbest fucking thing you've ever seen. An alternative commander would be Anafenza, the 3-cost one. So if they have Eldrazi, you could mill them out that way. If you want to run Anafenza for the second ability in the text, you can. There are other cards that work with this synergy, but let's get to why Pestilent Cauldron is fucking awesome. But we didn't really cover Thalia. Thalia and the Gitrog monster has two important abilities on it, other than the first strike and death touch. That's good because you get to swing in and it's hard to kill your creature. The extra additional lands and the last one, you have to sacrifice every time you get to draw a card, which gets you cards in your graveyard, which is fine. I know I look like a crazy person, and it's perfect for this. The crowning jewel of this deck, Pestilent Cauldron. Top line, discard a card, create a pest that gives you 1 life when it dies. The next line, and this is where we're getting our fucking crazy gears going, is each opponent mills cards equals the amount of life you gain this turn. Quintessential bullshit with no... It's fair, right? Who the fuck is going to be milling you for more than, 10 cards at a time? We are. We're breaking that card. And this card sucks otherwise. It's fine. It's a multi-tool card. The last part, exile 4 cards from a graveyard. We're going to ignore the other side because it puts Pestilent Cauldron in exile, and we don't want that. The core to this deck is Pestilent Cauldron. I feel like a crazy person, but this is so fun. Try it. Just think of it this way. Sure, you're not going to be winning every game, but think about sacrificing 40 lands in a turn and watch your opponent's faces as you say, I sacrifice my lands, I sacrifice my lands, I bring all my lands back, I sacrifice my lands. That's what we're hoping to achieve with this deck. The dumb look on their face.